Hello and welcome to another session of Heartfulness Meditation. I'm your host Gopal and I'll take you through this half an hour of heartfulness meditation and relaxation. Before that, we'll talk about a topic which has a close link to a being in a meditative state and something which is very important for all of us. I'm going to talk about a topic which is connection. Now, connection is a term which is normally used, abused, and misinterpreted all in the same breath. Now, what do you mean by connection and why is it so important? I'll talk of three aspects or three types of connection. And it has a lot to do with how we are about the state we are in with regard to meditation and its practices. Now, the first thing we say is when we make a connection, we meet a lot of people. We do communicate a lot, but do we make a connection? Do we have this factor which we call that we are connecting with someone every time we communicate? Now, let's take this example of making a connection. Most of us feel that a connection is always with the outside. When we meet someone, you actually get along very well. You make a connection with them, and in many times you may leave the person happier after the connection and the communication, and at some times you may feel them distressed as well. So it depends on the quality of the communication and the connection. If the connection has been good, you'll leave them in a better state of mind the moment they leave you. But is all connection the same? Is all connection with the outside world? Is all connection with other people only? Not at all. There's another aspect of connection which is more important to us. This is a connection we have with ourselves. A lot of time we have this connection with ourselves, and we realize this in a large way during our meditation. We find that the connection with ourselves is equally, and if not more important than the connection we have with others. Now, the question to be asked is, after we connect with ourselves, are we in a better state of mind? Or are we in a worse state of mind? It depends on the quality of our connection. So this connection is something we've actually really experience during meditation, where we connect with ourselves. It's about the only way in which we can connect with ourselves. And the quality of our meditation will determine whether our connection has actually helped us to be in a better state of mind. So the first thing to realize as far as connection goes is that connection can be with the outside world as much as it can be within yourself. And the meditation that you do in a large way will actually help you in both these factors: connection with the outside, with everyone else, and the connection with yourself. Now, the second thing is something I highlighted already in the first point. The connection is important, but a lot of it depends on the quality as well. Because a lot of times what we do and a lot of times what we see is that you may spend hours together with a person. You may give a lecture for half an hour, 1 hour with the person. You may talk to him a lot. But at the end of it, is the person feel connected to you? Is he connected to what you're saying? A lot of times we do not realize that. And many a time we also, if we really try to realize, we find that it's not true. We find that we're not really connecting with the person. And that's very critical, because we are assuming that the time spent, the amount of time spent is a direct proportion to the quality of the connection, which is invariably is not, because the amount of time spent is another factor, but the quality of the connection does not require you to be connected for too long. It depends on something else. So the quality of connection, for sometimes in some people, you may realize you just have to spend a few minutes with them, and suddenly the person who spent the few minutes with them feels a lot better. He leaves in a much better state of mind. Here, the number of minutes is not important. What is important is the connection that the person was able to have with the person who came to him. So the second important thing, the quality of connection, is very, very critical. So the first was with the outside and the inside. The second was the quality. Now, third is an aspect which is very, very important. And the important thing is, in a conversation, in a connection, in a meeting with another person, we have to realize that giving is not so important as receiving. And this is a very, very funny thing as far as humans goes, because simply because a lot of times we like to get from other people. We love getting things from other people. We are a little hesitant in giving things to other people. But the moment a communication comes, or a connection, or an opportunity to connect with someone comes, we are in always the giving mode. We give advice, we give a lot of talk. We are so much giving in terms of information, that we forget that it's equally important, and more important actually, to receive from them, because you cannot connect with the person unless you're willing to receive the connection from them, receive their inputs. So especially in the field of communication, we find this human tendency to get is completely reversed. And communication, we have this tendency to give, which is exactly the wrong thing to do, because a listening person is someone who can connect better than a person who's actually talking. So these are the three aspects I wanted to talk to you about with regard to connection. One, the importance of realizing that connection is not just with people on the outside. Connection has a lot to do with yourself as well. The second, the period of connection is not important as much as the quality of connection is, because the quality of connection determines how good the connection is. And the third, in a connection to be well, for a connection to be well established, giving is not as important as receiving. You need to be able to receive from the other person in front of you. Now, these are aspects which get honed over a period of time with regard to a meditative practice, and these are aspects which need to get honed with practices like meditation, simply because meditation helps you to look inside. It helps you to change from the inside outwards. So the first aspect is immediately done. You connect with your inside. As you connect, and we do processes like cleaning and the rejuvenation techniques of heartfulness, you find that the quality of this connection is dramatically improves, because the unwanted impressions are taken out of our system. And then, as we also learn the importance, as we meditate, and we meditate, which is primarily meditate, is a lot just waiting and waiting more. And as we learn to do that, we also understand the importance of the pause. The importance of the pause is critical in a communication and connection where we are receiving more than we are giving. And I'm sure people connect better to a person who's willing to receive and listen to them. So these are the three aspects of connection that I wanted to talk about, and I hope it's been interesting for you. And with this particular introduction, we will now go forward to a regular session of heartfulness, relaxation, and meditation. For those of you who are joining us for the first time, kindly sit comfortably in whatever position you are comfortable with. Whether it's on a chair, on the ground, doesn't matter so long as you're comfortable. Because unless you're comfortable, you're not going to be able to meditate. So please sit comfortably and close your eyes very gently and very softly. I will walk you through this method of meditation here in case you're doing it for the first time. Close your eyes. Let's begin with the toes. Gently wriggle your toes and feel them relax. Relax your feet. Feel the energy move up from Mother Earth, up your feet, relaxing them. As it moves up, it relaxes your ankle, your calf muscles, your knees, your thighs. Feel them all relaxing. Relax your hips and waist. Relax your stomach. Move your attention to your back, from your neck down to your spine, bottom of your spine. Feel your entire back is now completely relaxed. Relax your chest and shoulders. Feel your shoulders completely dropping away. Relax your upper arm, your elbows, your forearm, your wrists, the palms of your hand, and all your fingers. Feel how both your hands are now completely relaxed. Relax your neck muscles and slowly move to your face. Relax your jaws and mouth. Relax your nose, your eyes, your earlobes, your facial muscles, your forehead, all the way to the top of your head. Feel how your entire body from the top of your head to your toes is now completely relaxed. Slowly move your attention to your heart and rest there for a little while. Feel absorbed in the light and love in your heart. Meditate on the presence of divine light in your heart. And should any thoughts come, gently ignore the thoughts and come back to the presence of light in your heart. You can do this any number of times. Continue with this meditation on the light in the heart till you hear the next instruction from me. Please start meditation. Keep your eyes closed for some more time and gently focus on how you're feeling at this point. Gently open your eyes. Hope you had a nice session of heartfulness meditation. I'd like to thank you for joining us for this session. I look forward to hosting you again. Please join us tomorrow at the same time for another session of heartfulness meditation and relaxation. Have a great evening and goodbye.